Okay, hello. This is Shady Susan with Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan, and I am going to try to do another video because my video from yesterday got a pretty good response. I'll just put it that way. And so I guess some people like what I'm doing. I don't know. Oh, there's my Gingy Bell, my elusive girl. Leave it alone, pretty girl. But I have one more piece of my elephant. Oh, and I hung up my elephant trunk here that you can see. That's what I'm working on, my elephant. What did I do with the paper? Oh my goodness. I am just so organized, let me tell you. This is, oh, I don't even got it in there. Oh, because I have to take it out. I'm sorry, people. As y'all know, I'm not very an organized person. This is what I'm working on. The Elephant Abstraction Quilt by Violet Crafts. And I have it in this envelope like this, in the plastic envelope, because the ledger, I guess it's called, that tells you what colors that you're working on and all. I have it on the back page here, and this is the colors that have replaced all of them with. There's like two different kinds. There's a Robert Kaufman and Michael Miller, and I'm not a plain kind of quilter. I like a little bit of different color. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Like a little bit of different colors in here, so that's why I changed up on a lot. And if y'all didn't know, the reason I keep looking over that way is so I can see what I'm actually showing you guys. I got myself on the screen over there so I can see what I'm showing you guys. Sorry if that's distracting. Oh, and then in my video the other day, I had this sitting here and some people asked what it was. This is a, I got it from Fat Quarter Shop, the Gypsy Quilter. It's like a cushiony, or it's a air-filled thing that's supposed to help sitting on it, because I have really bad hip problems. And I'm not going to say it didn't help, but I don't know, maybe it's just taken a little while to get used to it. But, oh, and I did move my camera because I kept kicking on it, so I got it sitting back a little bit further, so hopefully I won't kick on it this time. But, I don't know why this side, because let me tell you, you sit on this side, it hurts. It hurts bad. Feels like a bunch of needles, but if you sit on it, I guess it's supposed to help with the pain of sitting all day. I don't know. I haven't sat on it in a few days because I wasn't sure that it was really helping, and it kind of gives me the feel like I'm about ready to fall off my chair, and that's not a good feeling at all. Right now I'm folding my foundation paper for me to look at some of those little pieces. You see that? I gotta put a fabric in there. Yes, and I wanted to answer some questions that people was asking me about the tape and stuff. Donna had mentioned tape that you can put on here. And somebody had said in the video on Friday you can use excuse me, you can use Scotch tape. Well, let me tell you, unless you want it to melt on your iron, I would not advise Scotch tape, because that's what it will do. But I have this washi tape, and I tried it because somebody asked me about, different tapes and stuff. I know paper tape that you get in the medical supply area, that's okay to use. That's what they said. Well, I tried this washi tape, and I ironed on it, and it did not melt, and the tape did not stick fast to the fabric or the paper. So I would say yes on the washi tape. because I got this whole pack here. I have pegboards all around my room to hang my things on to make it easier for me to find them because I'm losing stuff always. I got these here at the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 store, and they work great for me. Instead of having, you know, because they're pretty pricey in other stores, but I got them in the Dollar Tree a while back, and they work great. Work great for if you are like me and you have a lot of boo-boos, you get holes. See, like that, I got a hole right through because that one I had to make me a copy of this one because I kept messing it up, kept putting the wrong or I kept putting sewing them in the wrong place, so I had to make a new copy of this one. I didn't even think about taping it. I just made a new copy, but just what I did. But yeah, that come in real handy. I got it hanging right there. Okay, let me finish folding this guy up. I think I got him all folded. I gotta find these fabrics. Oh, I don't even know what fabric that is. I might have to find me a new fabric. No, yeah. Oh, them are not the toenails? Oh, yeah, it is. What was I using? I didn't put a piece over here. Oh my goodness, I got this one completely done, and look what I did. I put the first fabric on there, put it upside down. Oh my goodness. So guess what? Old Jack get to come out and play. We've been playing all day long, let me tell you. My little buddy. This is the fabric I'm using for the toenails right here. Cut me a chunk off again. Get all my things up over here. Just how I roll. Jeepers. Can't believe I did that. Oh, yes I can. Yes I can. I take that back. I take that back. I can believe I did that for sure. For sure. Guess Jack want to come out and play some more. Didn't get enough. Because let me tell you, been my best friend through this. Let me check and make sure that I really put that backwards. I can't believe that. Oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Now I lose the whole thing. Oh, here it is. Yep, for sure. I'm upside down. Of course, I could have just, you know, act like I didn't see that and took it off camera and fixed it later, but that's not how I roll. If I do something, I'll own up to it, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad Donna told me about this. Pinning the first piece on there. Make it a whole lot easier. I was holding it and many times messing it up. Yeah, now I'm just kind of trimming it up just a wee bit. Use my, oh, that's what I did. I got my little quarter. What did I do with it now? I got the little out of quarter because I have this big one. Oh, here it is. So I had that big one, and he a little too big for these little tiny pieces. See, I got my little one. But the big one, he got a little ledge here on the edge to help you fold your paper, which I didn't use him for that. And then I got this little one. I don't have the pretty pink ones like Dawn got. Donna got the pretty pink ones. And I just got the yellow one. But I'm better than not having any, though. Oop, let me throw them on the floor. Yeah, I guess the yellow is better than none. Better than none at all. So you just lay it down there. I don't want to be moving my camera all over. You just lay it down there and chop off the extra fabric. I think I got one more side to do. You know, I guess you don't have to do this. You can do it all at the, when you're adding the other color to it. But, okay. What's that then? Jeepers, forgot what I'm doing here. It's been since early. Oh, I don't have a color for that one. Oh my. I guess that was the different leg we did. I must have used oh, okay. No, I did have a color. I better mark him up over here. Put him over here. Because I know me, I will forget. I have faith in myself. Big time. And this is the fabric here. Right here. Put me a piece on here. Now you can use Scotch tape for this though. Just putting them on here. Yeah, see that was supposed to be cream. Cream on here, or bone. Bone and cream is the colors they called for, but I use this guy right here. Gotta be different, you know. That one right there. Then, alrighty, use this guy right here. Chop me off a little piece. If you're wondering what I'm scooting out of the way, is this fabric. Lots of fabric. Oh wait, fabric gotta go towards it. Don't keep making that mistake. Oh no. Oh my goodness, see that how I messed stuff up. Right. Do you ever forget what you're doing right in the middle of it? Okay, that'll work. But I wanted it like that. Oh yeah, that will work. Okay. Oh, that's why it's not working out, because guess what? How many times today have I done that? See, that's how that first one got messed up. Because I had it going facing the wrong way. Face it up towards the paper instead of away from the paper. Yep. Get him angled right here. See, that's why I said yesterday when I taped the video. This is not an instructional video. You do not want to do things like I'm doing them. Because if there can be a way to make a boo-boo, believe me, I found it. And I've done it. Big time. Let me tell you. Okay. That's why it wasn't working. Right there. Okay. Let me just put it down here. I know it worked that way. Oh, and that's another thing. I wobble around on this thing. Make me feel like I'm falling off of my chair. Oh, the mouse was too far over there. Knocking into my... I know some people don't think that you gotta do the back tack, but I back tack because if I don't, it seemed like my my fabric want to come off of there. Come on over there, little guy. Okay. Oh, I bet you I don't have my iron on. Nope, I sure don't. That okay while he's warming up. Move him over here. Might have to move my camera, guys. he's warming up. I'll trim over here. Brought my add a quarter to use him, and what do I pick up? My regular ruler. Because I had no intentions on doing foundation paper piecing, let me tell you. But I bought these, and I didn't realize that they were for these add a quarter rulers. I didn't realize they were for foundation paper piecing. I just thought it was something for quilting that I just didn't realize. There we go. You see all my fabric over there, my big old pile of fabric. That's for the project I'm getting ready to do that Teresa Louise is doing for that Valentine's thing. I went and bought a bunch of Valentine's fabric because the store had it on clearance. I couldn't believe it, but they did. Oh, guess what I just did? I sewed the wrong piece on first. Jeepers. I was like, well, how's that gonna work? How am I gonna put them other pieces on? Gotta go by the alphabet, Susan. You know? Crazy me. Oh, I better put that pin right back in here. Because this will come off as soon as I take this guy off. My goodness gracious. There's a mistake to be had. I'm doing it, let me tell you. I know that for a fact. Let me turn this heater down. It's been super duper cold around here. So I've had my little heater on. My husband's got the living room about 90 degrees with his pellet stove. And I have back here about 70. Oh, it's 75 in here. My goodness. No wonder I turned it off. Well, I was out of here for a little while. I had to go cook dinner. I had, the other night everybody was talking about gravy and stuff, and I haven't made, I call it SOS. I don't know. Other people call it all kinds of other stuff. It's a white gravy and a hamburger meat. And I have it on fried potatoes, but I haven't had it in probably a couple of years. Everybody was talking about it on Donna's show Friday, Handmade by Ying. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. I could have me some of that. So I had my husband get a couple of packs of burger out of the freezer. And bring them in for me to cook dinner. I was going to make spaghetti, and then at the last minute checked, make sure I have potatoes, and I said, how about some SOS and fried potatoes? He said, oh, that sounds good. So that's what we had for dinner. Yummy, yummy. Just, you know, spur of the moment kind of dinner. Oh, I don't know if y'all guys can see. Oh, now I moved it. I can't see. Oh, I guess I took it off of there. I had some boo-boos on my face. Well, I can't see it in the thing because I'm looking the wrong side. Callie girl, my little calico cat. Oh, here come her sister. Come into my... She was jumping around on the bed this morning, and she jumped up on the headboard, and silly girl lost her footing and was hanging by her nails on the wood headboard on the back side of it, and she couldn't get herself up there, so she was crying like that. And I was like, what are you doing? I'm laying there trying to sleep. So I had to grab her, caught her by her, I had her body, well, of course her little nails, she scratched the side of my face when I went to pick her up. So I don't know if you guys can see my boo-boos or not. And now I got Gingy Bell over there. I don't know if you guys can hear scratching. got wallpaper in this room, which I do not like. Well, she's over there scratching off the wall for me. Isn't that sweet of her? I don't mind though, because I don't like the wallpaper at all. Boy, this looks so much worse on the camera. It's barely browned. Over here is from my my Aliso that Tracy bought for me. Such a wonderful gift. But from my little baby Aliso. But the big one, or the big mark over there was not even that dark. Looked super dark on the camera though. Oh well. Okay, I put the right color in here. Goodness gracious. Okay, let me put one over here now. Over on the other side. Hey, at least y'all see that you know, I'm not trying to cover up my boo-boos. Letting y'all see. This foundation paper piecing is not for the faint at heart, let me tell you. Just I just decided to do it. Why not? Because I like the elephant. I wanted to do it, and I'm going to do the cow. I got him. I already made copies of him, too. Yeah, because these patterns, they come with the pattern. Oh, my goodness. Look what I did. I pushed that over, and it's like a wrinkle here. See that? Got a wrinkle. I'm going to take him out. My goodness. But when you get the pattern, you have to copy them at least one side. I copied both sides for the because who knows, I might decide I want to make the pattern again, and for that much money I don't want to have to go and buy the pattern again. And it didn't cost me that much to go get it, to go copy it. I have a place in town called Windswept where I have my books spiral bound, and do copies of oh, I can take this pen out now. That's probably what caused it. Let's blame it on the pen, not me. But yeah, it was that little, I go to Windswept and I just made copies of all of my oh, my bed took off. But I made copies of the whole pattern. Make sure I got that there. I made copies of the whole pattern. Because if you're going to pay like $20 for a pattern, you might, you know, if you decide to do it again, you don't want to buy that pattern again. But it only cost me, it was like $12. And that was me making 2 copies. Or 1 copy of this one, and then I messed up on the one. I had the guy set me up on the printer, and what did I do? I told him I wanted to copy these on both sides. Well, I guess he didn't understand what I meant by both sides, and what I meant was I wanted to do both sides of the pattern, but not on the one paper. And I did quite a few of the copies, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not doing right. I didn't want to copy them on the same paper, but it wasn't his fault. And the girl was walking by that worked there, and I said to her, I said, I kind of messed up here. I don't want this copied on both sides of the paper. I said, I wanted it just on one side. She said, well, you have to pay for it. I said, yeah, I know. I'll pay for it. That's not a problem. I just don't want to continue doing this. I said, I just want on one side of the paper. And she was like, oh, so she changed the printing on the paper. Changed the printer, not on the paper, but changed set the printer up to where it was just going to copy on one side then. Okay, B, C, and D. Let me get this correct here. Jeepers. So she set it up for me that, so I was just printing on one side of the paper. So, and then I think, dummy me, I think when I did that, I think I cut one of the papers on the wrong side because I wasn't paying attention. And, so I might have to, but I have a printer at home. I just took that because some, excuse me, because some of those papers, some of that paper on the wrong side was, I think I cut and by accident one. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The paper was it's bigger than what my printer will actually take, so you have to print like half of it. If you're going to do it at home, you have to print like half of it, and then print the other half at and then tape them together. And instead of me having to go through all of that mess, I asked my husband if we could just go to town and let me copy it up there. And he said, sure. He's such a good fella. Let me tell you. Very lucky I got him for a husband. Because he's a much better husband than I am a wife. I'll tell you. I'm sure I pluck his nerves now and then, but... but he don't say nothing. He just deal with it. He's the bestest husband ever. Very lucky I got him. I try to be taking good care of him. I think most of the reason he married me, and you would never guess it by as skinny as he is. Well, he's not real skinny anymore. He used to be. When we first got married, he was super thin. He's put on some poundage as he's gotten older. But, right around the belly area. But I think the reason he married me is for my cooking. Oh. Huh. You know why that? Oh, because it's the way I put it on there. Gosh darn it. I got it off just a tiny little bit here. So it doesn't quite match up. I mean, I could leave it there, but I'm not going to. It's just not me to leave something. I want it right where I had it at to begin with. What are you doing, Gingy Bell? This is my elusive girl. I wish she would get up for people to see her. She's not camera shy or anything. She just doesn't like to be around. Her favorite thing is in the morning and at night when I'm brushing my teeth, she liked to play in the water. And I let her. I spoil my girls. That's what you get pets for, to spoil them, right? Yeah, she loved to play in the water. I'm surprised she's back here, though. She don't come back here except for at night when I'm not far from bedtime. She's just back there walking all around. Silly girl. Let me iron this. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Yeah, see, I had it. This is the piece that I sewed on first, and I wasn't supposed to. Oh, sew it on the right side. This is the first piece that I sewed on there, and I wasn't supposed to. So I know it's, that's why I want it to be exactly right there. But I'd already trimmed it. Oh, I don't think that's going to work either. Is it? Oh, what the heck I'm doing wrong? Oh, because it, no, I guess that'll work. That will work. jeepers. There's a mistake to be made. I've either done it or gonna do it. And that don't look like it. Well, I guess it is off a little bit. Well, I'm not real happy with it. See how it's not fitting on the paper real good? I guess you can't really tell it. See right there? Oh, because I got it not quite. Here we go again. Just not quite real happy with it. So, instead of not being sure of it, I'm going to rip it out. My little buddy don't mind helping me here, do you, little buddy? Get my seam ripper. Very important. Have you a good seam ripper. Let me tell you. See, this is how you get holes in your paper. Sewing over it and over it and over it. And don't try to seam rip on the paper side, because it don't work very good at all. You definitely tear up your paper that way. Yeah, see, I'm trying to very carefully just get the threads here. I'm just trying to reuse this one piece of fabric here. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. Leave it to me. Make the same boo-boo over and over again. I'm going to give it a try one more time. And then if I mess it up, then I'm going to use another piece of fabric. That's what I ought to do to begin with, but I'm not gonna. I'm stubborn that way. Try ironing it again. Try this again and again and again. There we go. Let me try that one. I know him fit on here because I took him off of there. I trimmed him up and took him off of there. Right, Gingy Belle? You're something else, baby. My Gingy Belle down here. What you want, baby? What you want, sweetie pea? Huh? Uh-oh. I can tell by looking I did it again. Oh, no I didn't. Did it right. Woohoo! Yippee skippy. Did it right. Just kind of look like it not, but it is. It is. Okay, and then, oh, got one more piece here, little tiny skinny one. See, I had plenty other fabric. I could have used other pieces, but I wanted to use that one because I already had it cut for it. Use enough fabric on these things. If I could use that piece of fabric, that's what I wanted to do. Does that not look like it down there far enough? I guess it is. And here my husband out there doing something. Probably getting him a tea. I told him I was doing the video. So he can get his own tea. Make a mess. I don't know how he does it. Every time he gets him some honey out of the honey jar, he gets honey all over the top of the honey jar. Don't know how he does that. I can get honey out of there for a week and never make the top of the honey jar sticky. But that's just me, I guess. Okay. About time I got one straight. Oh, and let me tell you, when you're done with your chopper here, with this thing called a rotary cutter, is that what it's called? I call it a chopper. When you're done with it, you should close the lid. I've almost cut myself so many times not closing the lid there. Okay, now I need a brown. Oh, that's why I have this one in my lap. Okay, cut me a piece here, here, and up. That should be good. Should be. Oh, let me iron this. Iron this little guy over here. Yeah, because for me, they seem to work a whole lot better if you iron them down real good when you're working on them. Yeah, that should work. Right. Huh. Okay, we'll put it this way. Over here. Hopefully that'll work. Kind of was a little iffy, and I even laid it out there to measure on it. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll be ripping it off. My little buddy seam ripper. There we go. Yeah, if anybody wonder why I do this with the wheel up and down, that's to loosen the thread. I guess I could loosen it up here, but that's just one of the things that I've just always done. There we go. Yep, that one worked. Yippee. Woohoo. This time I am going to use my regular ruler. Just right around the edges, because I don't need to add a quarter. Yep. Almost chopped off the edge of the fabric there. I mean my paper. Huh. Wonder why that didn't cut all the way. I guess I didn't have enough pressure. Yeah, if any of y'all notice that my blade is like a gold color right there, this is titanium blade. Oop! Oh my goodness, I almost cut the thing off wrong. Pay attention what I'm cutting here. It's a titanium blade, and let me tell you, if you haven't tried them, you really ought to. I think they work. They're like work a lot better than the regular blades, in my opinion, anyway. Huh. I don't know why that. I guess it's just because the fabrics, the color of it didn't look like it had that cut to it. But there we go. I got one more piece done. It'd take me 40 minutes to do it, but so I'm gonna let yous go, and I thank you. And again, my channel is Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Toodles.